So I had my last heavy squat this week, which I hit a very comfortable triple PB. My camera let me down, bastard. But yeah, I've got my last heavy deadlift next week, and then that's all my heavy lifting done. Hopefully we'll get to see where I really truly am next week when I attempt to pull 470 kilos. Never say never, but this woman here is definitely trying to get me to do one. The problem with me is I struggle so much getting under a squat bar. It just affects obviously the session, and I can't be bothered with messing around so much to get under a bar. I just want to train. But I've been doing a lot of mobility work with my shoulder, so who knows, if I can get under a bar, then the answer to that question will be yes. But it is a big if. It's not because I'm a gym goer, Sean, it's because I'm the gym owner, and that's my parking spot. Some idiot painted a fucking yellow wheelchair on the floor. That's not my problem. No. I have just informed though that it is 5:05. Fuckers. But in my head, there's two options. I'm going to go 430, 470, 5:05, or I'm going to go 400, 454, 5:05. Don't know. Something I'll have to decide after I know how well I pull 470, I guess. This is quite a vague question, really, and only thing I can say that will help with any kind of prep, or the most important thing, is finding some kind of routine. It's obviously, it's not always easy. You have to be flexible, but yeah, routine's important. I did think about it, but no, I'm not going to bother. Just going to go and do the deadlift, enjoy the rest of the show, hopefully celebrate. But yeah, I just wanted to just try and focus on the deadlift and see, and it seems to be working. You probably won't remember this. I mean, I've had the idea in my head, and a few people have said, I think you're possible. I think it's possible. But I'm not going to name drop him. Although I could, it quite be funny. I'm not going to do that. I was at Worlds, and I think it was the last day of the finals, and I was at the bar, and I just mentioned it. I said, I think I can pull 5:05, and this particular person laughed at me. So it annoyed me. Current weight has actually gone up. I was 154 kilos this morning, which isn't even that heavy for me. I've been at my biggest 168 kilos, albeit a bit of a fat chunky mess. But no, my diet's good now. Got a lot more better habits. At Worlds I think I was 150 kilos. Britain's Strongest Man this year, I was 148 kilos. So yeah, I'm quite surprised actually that I'm not heavier, but I feel great. So absolutely not bothered. My weight can be whatever the hell it wants. Obviously I've misheard. I don't know what the word is, but anyway, it's 5:05, not 5:02. But yeah, if I do it and my health's good, I know I can go further. Don't see why not. Well, you know, I've not quite reached the luscious age of 40, so I can't quite comment yet. You can ask my wife though. She recently was 40 years old. Oh man, too many people believe that. But what was the original question? Like anything, take it slow. Try and get as much advice from as many people as you can. And patience is key. And always listen to your body. Your body's tired. Don't push too hard. Do you know I haven't actually pooped deadlifting for a while, which could only mean it's not been hard enough. As long as you sent it within 24 hours of me asking for it, because I got them all done, then yeah, you should get it. There's a hell of a lot to do, so I don't know if you're one of them or not. I think it was about 80. Right now, Dale, my Corey, he's bigger than you are, you skinny little mess. If I pull 505, you have a fucking deal, Jakey boy. Strongman deadlift world record, without doubt. Goes without saying. Ice is great for the body, anti-inflammatory and all that, but I'm very lucky. I've had mine years, and you know, I've had a lot of use out of it, and I mean, like when it breaks, I miss it. Yeah, so it's a big part of my recovery routine for sure. So what works for me is only deadlifting heavy 2 times a month. And then I squat heavy 2 times a month. I just found that when I got to a point where I was pretty strong at both, like big numbers, I had to alternate them every week, and I've been doing that again these past few months, and look at what's been happening. Well, seeing as I was throwing up mash the other day, I'm not going near mash for a while. Haven't had them done this year actually. My blood work's always very good. I would say as long as you're checking them once a year, and then if there is any issues or concerns, obviously there's more reason to check them more frequently. But for me, my markers have always been very good, so we've even joked when I've gone regularly that I'm just wasting my time.
What's happening, guys? It's been ages since I did a Ask Me Things. Let's keep this one related to programming in line with the group coaching that I've released. So, ask me your programming questions down here. Just realized I popped a blood vessel in my... How good. Programming questions. Hit me with them. Programming is basically just the exercise that you choose to do, but also the order in which you choose to do them, the days in which you choose to train, how you put the exercises together, total load intensity and volume, everything encompassed in what you're going to do at the gym. I don't know. I just have times of the year in which I'm training for a competition, in which case I'll use the equipment that's allowed, and I'll have times of the year that I'm not training for competition, and when I'm not training for competition, I'll never use supportive lifting equipment, but I will always use sleeves and belts. I'm not a big believer in training for periods of time without a belt and without sleeves. I wouldn't think of higher reps as hypertrophy in our instance. I would think of it more as muscular endurance. And then the question becomes, are you more apt to be good at high intensity exercises, say 1 rep maxes, or are you better at higher rep exercises? And once you determine that, then your focus into the competition should address your weakness. Myself personally, I know that I recovered really well. My fitness is really good, but doing things for reps is something that I've focused quite a lot on and something that I've had to improve over the past year. So it really comes to your individual requirements. There's no set rule for this.